Welcome to Daily Conversation. This is Mr. K.
This is Eric.
Yeah, today is the 30th of September 2021, and the time now is 6:16 a.m. Well, today our topic is remembering our personal stories is very important. Share what happened when you were 21 years old. All right, so before we get started, please click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so here we go. Yeah, so for me, when I was 21 years old, and the thing that I can remember is uh, I and three or four of my friends, I think it's four of my friends, we decided to try out a business which is selling Chinese New Year's cookies in a shopping mall. And for this one, because one of our friends says that one of his friends, the other friends, which didn't join us, it is another friends. So it's a friend of mine. And then uh, he said that his friends doing quite well in that business, and it seems like it is a business that we can do once a year, so that we can earn some money uh, for the Chinese New Year's. Basically, it's the year, it's the month of January. Yeah, and then we can like just do the business for 1 month, and then maybe earn a few thousands for each of us. And then yeah, so we decided to start it to do it, and then yeah, for I remember that at that time, once we have the idea, and then we try to find the sources of our cookies. Yeah, and then at the end we decided to sell the cookies, which is called the homemade cookie. Yeah, and then we didn't take from the factories, and even though at the end we still take one or two products from the factories, and yeah, we tried many cookies from many people, and then also after that we go to the management department, which is in City Square, which is a shopping mall in Johor Bahru, and then we try to ask for a booth, yeah, which is something like a store. We want to rent one, and then asking for the price and whether we have the chance. And after that, they found that yeah, there is only one or two which is available. And then what we need to do is to choose which one we want. It is like it is quite similar like uh, the seat in the cinema. Yeah, so you have to choose uh, which booth you want, and then the location or what. But at that time, we only have two choices, so we simply choose one, because we found that it's nothing it's nothing different for the last remaining two options. Yeah, and then for the price, it actually surprised us when we asked about the price. That is which is like if I didn't get it wrong, it is like 8,000. It is just for a month, and then we have to put another like 2,000 for deposit. Yeah, which is the money that we need to put in there. If we did something wrong, they have the right uh, to to get out to get the money, and then something like to penalize us and then get the money. Yeah, so at that time, the rents actually uh, is one of the biggest portion of our capital. So, and at that time, each of us take out like 3,000, at first as capital. So we have something like 15K minus these 10K. So we have like 5,000 left, which is actually very, very little. Yeah, but we still managed uh, to get over it. I mean, at first we only buy we didn't keep much stock. I mean, so for 5,000 for me, we still can get it over, and then yeah, and then for us, five of us, we do we ourselves become the promoter. Yeah, so that I remember that it seems like we only hire two people, yeah, two promoter, two female promoters, and then basically what we do is one or two of us we keep the store, we keep the booth, and then while two of the promoters they work full time for us. Yeah, so that at that time we go there something like part time. Yeah, and then uh, at that time for me it is still it is quite far away. I mean for the shopping mall and my house, the distance are quite far. And how I go to the shopping mall, I basically take bus. I take the public bus to the shopping mall, and then yeah, it takes quite a long time. Like I basically need 1 hour or around 1 hours to reach that place, and then for coming back, I need like 14 minutes, yeah, to come back. And then yeah, that was not easy. Yeah,
14 or 40?
40.
40.
Yeah, 40. Going there take longer time because that is the 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 time which is more traffic on the road. Yeah, when going
Jiusan,
back. Yeah,
Jiusan, you say uh, go to the city square, you need around 1 hour, and you
yeah,
say coming back, you need around 40 minutes.
yeah, yeah. Because coming back means that we come back after we finish work. We close the store. We close the shop at around 10 p.m. And then after 10 p.m. we take the bus home, and that's something like the last bus. Yeah, and then and also on the road there are few cars, so we don't have to um, get in. We don't have to stuck. The bus don't get stuck in the traffic jam. So for coming back, basically we need like I need like 40 minutes to reach my home. Yeah, for going to there, and yeah, because for going there, I basically go in the evening. In the evening, and then at that time, that is the time of around 5 and 6, and then they'll have traffic jams after 6. So yeah, I go there from like 6 o'clock, and then I arrive at there at around 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Oh,
So this
you guys only like uh, sell the mooncake and cookies at night, at the evening? How about
no,
the afternoon?
it's for the whole day, and
Oh,
then we didn't sell mooncakes. We sell only the Chinese New Year's cookies and some beverages. Yeah, and then for us we have different shift, and then for me
oh,
I basically go in the afternoon, and some of my friends go in the uh, I mean I go in I go at the evening. Yeah, and for them in the afternoon, and some of them for morning. Yeah, and then also talk about the result of this business. Yeah, and yeah, there is 1 or 2 days, which is the second week, Sunday and Saturday. We really get really, really good sales, and we can get like 8,000 of sales. And for Saturday and for Sunday, we get more than 10K in in one day. So the 2 day sales is added up is like close to 20K. So this at the second week we thought that, oh, it we have the chance to make big money, yeah, because only 2 days we can get 20Ks. Yeah, and to prepare for the third week, Saturday and Sundays, because many of the sales actually is attributable to Singaporeans. So many of them comes to Malaysia during weekend, and before the third week, and we actually uh, stock up. Yeah, we buy in more stock, and then we prepare to sell in the third week. And but we found that at the third week we didn't get so good sales, and it seems like the peak is already over. Yeah, so the third week we only get like 6 or 7 thousands a day. I mean the Sunday and Saturday. So uh, and the fourth week is even worse. Yeah, but we actually know that uh, the last week before Chinese New Year's, the sales won't be good, and we have to like clear our
Reduce the
stock
price.
by, yeah, by reducing the price to a very horrible price.
My mother is very smart and very intelligent.
Yeah.
She always buy at the last week, or
Mm.
maybe she'll buy just 2 days or 1 days before the Chinese New Year, or the
Yeah.
Chinese Abbey.
Yep. Yep. Really. And so at the end, we basically just break the even. Yeah, we just break the even, and then we earn a little, and each of us just get like a few. It's like 900 or 1,000 only. Yeah, so we can say for the business as a whole, we only get a profit like 5,000, and
Just now you say how many people inside?
5 people.
5 people, and the promoter actually earn more
More
than
than us.
yours, right?
Yeah, yeah. And at that time, we basically give. I remember it's more than 2,000, because at that time we set the basic pay is like 1,800, and then we have some commission, and then if they break the sales for how much, and then we need to give additional how much to them. So at the end, they earn like 2,000 plus, and for us, we only earn 1,000 each.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then yeah, so this is the first year of doing this business, and I think we actually didn't plan much, and we are inexperienced, and it's already lucky that we still can earn instead of we get a loss in the business. Yeah, and also it is not easy for that business, because we found that actually there are so many booths, there are so many brands at there, and then we face a very fierce competition, and at the beginning, before the first day sales, we actually plan to sell we sell at a higher price, and then when we try for the first week and we found that we have to lower price for a few products, uh, yeah, we have to change according to our competitors. And because also we are new, and our brand is totally new, so I found that price is a problem for us, and we couldn't set a very good price. And for customers, basically they couldn't differentiate the
Yeah.
difference between our product and our competitors' products. And there are also a big group of customers. They actually just go for big brand, so
Mm.
they wouldn't go for us. And even they come, they just want to have the free test, the free sample. Yeah, and
And
then
also,
eat and go.
yeah, one of the problem is every seller will say their product is homemade.
Yeah, homemade. Yeah. And for me, for us also, I feel quite guilty, because our love letter, I mean the 蛋卷, we at the first week we actually take from homemade, but after that we found that homemade love letter uh, is very expensive, so we couldn't bring down the cost, and we found that our competitors is selling so at a very low price, and they're just around us, so we couldn't fight for that, and then love letter is something like nothing special, right? You won't find big difference for different products,
Yeah,
and
but it's one of the best-selling product.
yeah, because it is popular. And then at the end, we decided to take from the factory. Yeah, and then we found that the price is lower, much lower than the homemade one, and that is the one that we have to say it is homemade, and but actually it is factory. Yeah, and then one of our promoter even joke like instead of saying this is homemade, saying that this is a factory's cookies, and is more hygiene. It is clean because of factory is so clean. It's cleaner than our hands, something like that. So yeah, that's just a joke, and yeah, and also one of our best selling products is actually the something like the arrowhead. In Chinese, we call yagu, and it is a fried arrowhead, and it's a little bit like the potato chips, uh, and then that is quite hot. I mean, the sales we sell a lot, and then uh, but we didn't earn a lot from that products because we sell it quite cheap, and then we can only earn like 3 or 4 ringgit for one. Yeah, for one for each, and we can only earn 3 or 4 ringgit, and then we can also found that that is one products that we can sell quite a lot comparing to competitors around us. Yeah, but the the price is that we need to bring down the cost. Yeah, so yeah, I think basically these are my sharings, and when I was 21 years old.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you still remember how many cookies you have sell? You guys have sell?
You mean how many types or how many
Uh,
the unit?
in unit, in quantity.
In unit, in units, I think I forgot. I forgot already.
Yeah.
And mm,
Never mind. Let me do some very simple calculation.
yeah,
Just now you say got 5 people, right? Five business
yeah,
partner.
yeah, right.
So plus 2 promoter. So
Mm,
each 2,000 is around 4,000.
yeah,
So total up is around 9,000. So 9,000, if I pass the rental is 8,000.
yeah,
So 17,000.
mm,
So 17,000 should be the revenue. Should be the profit. So should
yeah,
be the profit. So uh, if let's say each of the product, each of each of the product, your profit is around like 5 ringgit.
yeah. It's
So
around
you
that.
have
It's like 3 to 7 ringgit.
so average if I put 5.5,
Mm,
so you have sold you guys have sold around 3,100 units.
mm.
Is it around there?
Yeah, I think it's possible. At that time, it's really a lot.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
and also at that time, it's kind of a strange one because sometimes when the sales isn't good, and at the end we still found that actually we our sales today is something like 1,005 or 1,003, even when it is really bad, and because the whole day is long, so that
Mm.
it accumulates, and then we couldn't find it, And for sometimes when the sales is quite good, and we didn't realize that we actually break the sales like 3,000 or 5,000.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. How about in second year? Have you guys also form a business like this?
Yes, for them, but not for me. I choose not to join them. And the second year, they actually changed everything, including the brand name. Yeah, and they decided to join, and then have a partnership relationship with one of the factory, which is called Ananas, if I'm not getting wrong. And for that factory, it is known. They are known for their what's that? Their pineapple cookies. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. And then for their name, Ananas. Nanas means pineapple in Malay. So
Mm.
they work together with the factory, and then something like they share the profits. But at the end, I asked them. They say it's not very the profit is not very much, but is better than the first year. So I think I estimate they get around like less than 2,000 for each people.
How
Yeah.
many people are there?
How many people? Actually, for me and one of the partner at the first year, we quit. So
Oh,
that it's
they
like
didn't add in new guys.
uh, uh, three of them, uh, and then add in the factory. So it's four.
Oh,
I think it's four of them.
yeah. Okay. Uh, when I was 21 years old, uh, yeah, I actually meet one of my best friends. Yeah. Although now, because he's in Malaysia and I'm in
Mm.
Singapore, so we seldom have a contact. Mm.
Yeah.
And uh, how we met is after one economic trial exam, and like uh yeah, in the trial exams, and after economic trial exam, and actually not many people take that. Just few people take the trial exams, and so after we finish the exam, so some of the people will discuss the questions,
Mm.
discuss how they answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So uh, fortune, uh, so fortunately, uh, I joined one of the group that uh, that my this best friend inside. Yeah,
Mm.
and it's around three or four. Mm. And then after we finish the discussions, and actually it's very fast. It's like the 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Mm. And some of people just complaining why
Mm.
it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Uh, and after this after the discussions, uh, we are going back to home, and at that time, and and me and my best friend, at that time he's still not my best friend. We just recognize, and we go to the toilet. We go to the downstairs, and
Mm.
he comes to me and he say, yeah, uh, uh, the exam, it seems like uh very terrible,
Mm.
and he he want to he really want to study. He really want to study hard. I say, yeah, me too. And he asked me whether want to form a study group. Yeah, just two of us, and we can study in the library together.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he kind of like invite me to form a study group, and yeah, I said that. So when everybody just stay at home and uh, do their own revision, do their own study, and
Yeah.
we actually go to the library every day, even though uh, just like 1 month before, or 1.5 months before the exam, there's no more class in the college, but we
Yeah.
still go to the library, and we study together from morning to afternoon. Sorry, from morning to evening. Yeah, and this is quite rewarding. Yeah, quite rewarding. We spend the time inside. Yeah, and we get quite good reward. We also learn a lot, and we also we not kind of like need to depend on our self-controlling abilities to force ourselves to keep studying at home. We actually like kind of like create an environment just like these daily conversations. We form an environment and we study together. And
Yeah.
but most of the time we study our own. Yeah, so we didn't talk much, and but we also will form some plan. Yeah, form some study plan and discuss some study plan and design the schedule and also arrange the time to do the test. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. So and yeah and and uh it actually make me form a habit. So in the second year and also in the third year in college, I also do this. Yeah, in the second year, I still study with my friends, but in the third year, uh, uh, my my dad best friend, he actually, if I'm not wrong, it seems like he don't have the transportation or he decided to study at home. But for me, I still go to the library every day. Yeah, so it's kind of like already become my habit.
Yeah.
And even in the third year, my best friend study at home. I still go to a library by myself. Yeah, at that time I really know what am I doing. So because I know when I go to an environment, so the modes have changed. So the relaxed mode changed to the, let's say, the learning mode. Yeah, or
Yeah.
change to the focus mode. Yeah. So it's also a very popular technique, and many people know that. For example, if they want to do something, and then they kind of like create a queue. So, for example, let's say they tell themselves, yeah, uh, after 9 a.m. I need to study. So I study from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So it's kind of like you create a time queue. And some other people uh, will go to library. This is a physical uh, place queue when you go to library, and this is a place for you to study.
Yeah.
So you less likely will waste your time. Yeah. Uh, if you at right if you study at library rather than at home. Yeah. So yeah, this one of thing. And in that year, and this is the first time we received the book voucher. And no, I think it's the second time. The second time we received the book voucher. And when I was in A level, I also received the book voucher, and I spent the voucher, the money, and buy many book. Yeah, but each of the book uh is is not is not uh high nutrients. Yeah, so it's kind of like a thick book, but a lot of point, a lot of bullet point, but I still couldn't. After I finished the reading, I still couldn't get the main point, get
Yeah.
the core concept the author want to highlight. Yeah, and when I was year one, and after I meet this best friend, and he also is a person who who love reading. Yeah, and we discussed together, what kind of book uh you have read, something like that. And it seems like he reads he not only reads those cheap book. Yeah, he also like me, uh previously he also read those cheap book. But
Mm.
after sometimes he realized that he couldn't do that and he need to read some expensive book, read
Mm.
some
High
really
quality one.
high quality book or the a popular book,
Mm. Yeah.
those popular books. Mm. And I follow his advice. Mm. And then I go to the I go to the Harris, when I receive after I receive the voucher, and then I buy some book. And actually, uh, the next day I go to the school, and then I share what have bought.
Mm.
And actually some of the book uh is 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 actually uh is already bought by my friend in the past. Mm,
Oh. Mm.
yeah. And he also shared to me, those book is quite good. Mm, mm,
Yeah.
yeah. So so my this best friend actually uh had changed two things. Had changed me two things. Yeah. Uh, the one the one is really knowing the powerful the importance of environment, and the second thing is start reading high quality book and start like focus on receiving high quality informations.
Mm.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my sharing for today.
Mm. So at that time you haven't bought your Kindle, right?
Yeah, and I actually bought the Kindle next year. Yeah,
Mm.
next year. And I also share the experience to my friend, but my dad best friend, he actually prefer the the paper book, which is
Mm.
the physical book more. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it actually and uh I still using the Kindle read book nowadays.
Mm.
So it really is a very good investment.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
And after I bought the Kindle, I seldom I seldom I seldom buy the physical book. Yeah,
Mm.
I buy the physical book only if I have voucher. It's like
Yeah,
free.
but nowadays it seems like the voucher also, I mean the money also be given in a form like not
Yeah.
not in the physical form, right?
What do you mean?
It seems like they can get the money from Touch and Go wallet
Oh,
if they
yeah.
are like 21 years old below or 18 years old below. I'm not sure.
Mm.
Because I once saw that there is some grant from the government, and I think I thought I can get it, but after I click in, I found that I'm not eligible because of my age. Yeah, so I
It's
think for students they can get it.
mm. Mm.
Yeah. And then for the Kindle, actually, I because of the influence and recommendations by you, I also had one now, uh,
Oh, the
and
it's a
yeah,
paper version.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, the black and white one.
uh, uh, do you buy the Kindle or you buy other e-reader?
I think it's the Kindle. Wait a minute, let me see. Yeah, it is Kindle.
Mm. The Kindle
Yeah.
is quite expensive, right?
It's like I bought it around 500. I think it's below 500. It's like 450, something
Oh,
like that.
then that's good. Mm.
Hmm.
You buy from the China, the Taobao, or you buy from the local?
Yeah, I think it's from the local, and I bought it from Shopee.
Oh,
Yeah, I try to choose the preferred sellers, and then I saw that the reviews is quite okay, and then I bought it.
mm.
Mm.
Yeah. But actually, Malaysia Kindle have one problem.
Oh,
It actually cannot like directly send the book from your email to the Kindle, is it? I'm not sure.
I'm also not sure because I didn't use email in my Kindle. I used the cable to
Oh yeah, yeah. I also use a
deliver the
cable.
files.
I also use a cable all day. And actually, one more tips is you can use your PC to download an apps, and it is not applicable for phones. It only applicable for PC.
Okay.
And and why is the software, why is the application is called the Calibre? Is let me see,
Mm.
CAL. In a minute, I check. Oh yeah, CALIBRE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
CALIBRE. And if you type this in Google, the first result, the top result in the first page, uh, will be the website. And you can download the software on the PC or the Windows.
Okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, uh, yeah, I think you use a Windows, right?
Yeah. Windows. So
Yeah, and
basically, what is it about?
okay, there's one function is a very powerful function that don't need you don't need to use cable to to transfer the book into your Kindle. It
Oh.
actually kind of like uh create an FTP or create an intranet or something like that. So it
Mm.
actually using the IP. So there's one function after you download, and or maybe you can search from Google how to kind of like transfer the book or send the book to Kindle
Mm.
without without using cable, without USB.
Mm.
And and then and then you can add in a keyword which is a caliber. Yeah,
Mm.
and
All right.
I think definitely will have the tutorials. Mm.
Mm.
And basically is when you open the software, and then you activate the functions, and then at your Kindle you turn off your airplane mode,
Mm.
which that means uh you you activate the internet mode,
Yeah.
so you can access the internet, and then you type your IP address. So the IP address which show on the show in the software. For example, like there is like HTTP like double slash 192 dot 182 dot something, and then you got the port, and like
Yeah.
for example sometimes 8080, and sometimes it will change. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, this is the way you can send the book to your Kindle. Mm.
Mm. Yeah.
And another technique for fonts, you actually can use the FTP. Yeah, if you're using Xiaomi, and if you go to your file management, and the top left the top left there's a three line button, and then you click, and there's something called FTP. Yeah, and yeah, this FTP is also similar things, which is using the same IP, and then you can transfer the date you can transfer the documents, the
Mm.
file, everything from your phones to PC, or from PC to your phone without using the cable. Yeah,
Mm.
and you also can uh search some tutorial, the FTP. Yeah, or you
Mm.
can search something like how to transfer file from PC to phone without USB. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
And and another technique for the Kindle is actually, do you know that you actually can activate the airplane mode all the time, and it can save a lot of battery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
right.
for my one, I always on airplane mode.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. How about experience? Is it good?
Yes, that is good. And at first, really, because I wasn't that getting used to using something like an iPad to read a book. And but after some times, I started to get used to it. Yeah, and yeah, everything is just good. And then a few weeks ago, I think it's like 1 or 2 weeks ago, one of my other friends actually recommend me a book, and then he just gave me the name, and then I also recommend uh, him another book. So it seems like a change exchange some uh, recommendations, and after a few days, I told him that yeah, the book is already downloaded in my Kindle, and I'm ready to start. And then for him, he said, "Oh, I was still waiting for my friends because at the beginning he thought to buy one, but after that he found that one of his other friend has this book, so he was waiting for his friends to take the book to borrow him. So I found that yeah, actually with Kindle you really save a lot of time. You don't have to buy, save your money. You don't have to wait, save your time really.
Yeah, and also you can search in the book, right? For example, you can search the keywords and you can go to the targeted page. And
Yeah.
unlike the physical book, you can't do that.
Mm,
Yeah.
right.
And some of the book, for example, one of the book I read, which is the earlier retirement extreme.
Yeah.
Inside the book, this is an ebook to me, and there's a lot of link. So, for example, you can click the link and go to the note, go to the
Yeah.
footnote, and also there's a link, uh, which is which is linked to another paragraph, and it cannot be done by reading a physical book. So that
Mm,
means the author already help you to put the link and show you, yeah, this paragraph can link to another paragraph. Yeah.
yeah.
And for physical book, you can't do that. You really can't do that.
Mm,
And you you have to always go to the what is it called? Uh, this is the title, or not title. I mean the content. Yeah, go to the content and check the title.
mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's very time consuming. And yeah, for ebook, you really can click one button and and go to another paragraph.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
And yeah, some of the author will also include include some link in the footnote of mm. And this is an additional reading, something like that.
Mm,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, or further explanation. Yeah, and for Kindle, actually, uh, EPUB format is not very suitable for Kindle, right?
Mm, yeah.
So we usually use Mobi to
Mobi,
read.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. And also PDF is not suitable for
Yeah.
Kindle because you couldn't increase the font size, right?
Mm, mm.
Mm.
Yeah. And yeah, I would like to recommend you one of the ebook website, and
Mm.
this is
Yeah.
called. If you go to Google, you type Z
Okay.
and then library. Yeah, Z library. This is the this is the best. This is the best book searching website
Mm.
that I found. Yeah, Zig Library. And if you
Okay.
type Zig Library, and I think the first result will be the link. Yeah.
Mm.
So the link is http double slash zig dash zig dash uh lib lib dot org. Yeah, this is a link.
Mm.
And if you registered an account, is it for free? Yeah, free. And it seems that you can maximum download 8 book per day. So it is more than enough. And
Mm.
if you make a donation, and yeah, you actually can download more. You kind of like have the unlimited uh download. Yeah.
Mm.
And Yeah, but this is just the unlimited downloads is not forever. It's 30 days. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. So but I didn't make the donation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, this is a very very good project. Yeah. It actually I'm uh I if without the donation and this website had to gone down, and I definitely will make the donation. Yeah, because yeah, this is a really really good website. Mm.
Yeah.
You can find many books. Yeah, and you can find almost every book you want to find
Mm.
in
Oh,
this
that's good.
website. Yeah. But of course, for those very very new book, you can't find.
Mm. Yeah.
For example, the It to Be this, yeah, I
Mm.
also found from this Dig library. And
Oh.
sometimes you couldn't find the book from the book title. You just type the author name. Yeah, you just type the author name to search.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yep, I think
Okay.
it must help me a lot because basically, if I want to download a book for my Kindle, I think in average I will try like 7 times, 5 to 7 times. Only then I can get one which is free and don't have to like some of them want me to uh, to add the official accounts of WeChat and then
Yeah.
send them some number for you to get the link or what is very troublesome.
Yeah. Sometimes you really have to do that because there's no other ways to get the book. Mm.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. If your book is not uh the very very extremely popular book, you have
Mm,
mm,
yeah. All right. So thank you for your sharing.
okay. So anything else on the end?
No.
Okay. So that's all for our today conversations. How did you feel? Did you enjoy the conversations? Please tell us what you think of our conversation. And we are not native speakers. If you found any vocabulary mistake that we make, please also comment to let us know because we want to learn more and improve ourselves. Remember to like, subscribe to us. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.